I'm heading to get my prescription filled because if you don't know or you haven't heard, diabetes medication is becoming very difficult to get. The federal government is trying to figure out a way to make sure that that gets accessible to us. And I have not had my insulin for 2 days, the long-lasting insulin. So I have the one for food, which I take 3 times a day, so it's kind of like fast acting. And that's the Novolog, or whatever you call it. And so that one I take 5 minutes before each meal. That kind of brings down the blood sugar quickly throughout the day. And then the long lasting is the one that I take once a day, and I take it at 5:50 in the evening, like around dinner time, and then, you know, till the next day. So it'll be in my body throughout the whole day. So from the first time I got prescribed the insulin, it's like you cannot get it. It's very hard to get it. And I feel like I get it. People want to lose weight. They talking about, oh, the diabetes medication is making you lose weight, blah, blah, whatever. I get it. That's great. But it's also, you got to consider the fact that they're already charging me almost basically like $1,000 to $1,500 for the medication itself. And then, you know, insurance sometimes isn't covering certain medications. I'm not on Ozempic nor any of those weight loss ones. The one that I'm on is basically to help me manage my diabetes, because I had an autoimmune disease that kind of propelled my diabetes to where I'm now feeling the effects. And so my insulin that I was making on my own is out of control. And so my body is just doing whatever it wants to do. And that's why we're managing it. And that's why we're taking insulin right now. Because no matter what drug I've taken, glipizide, what's that other one that everybody, metformin. And I did take another one before that. It was a brand of metformin, but I think it was like early released or something like that, and it was tearing my stomach up. You hear me? I did not lose weight on it. I actually blew up on it, so it was a no-no. But this right here, you put that insulin, you eat, and before you know it, girl, you in the bathroom. I'm just saying. But I say all that to say that yeah, it's becoming harder and harder to get the insulin that's prescribed for you. And the one that I have is very expensive. I just called the normal pharmacy that I go to. She said they're out as well. They're waiting to get some in stock. But I haven't had it in 2 days, and I really, you know, I'm still trying to keep on the program and the regimen of getting it done, because I tend to hate taking medication and stuff like that. And if I fall off the routine, I wouldn't want to be juking myself, because I'm starting to forget, like, oh crap, I'm eating because I'm hungry. I forgot to take the damn lunchtime medication because work and all that. So I'm just forcing myself to always stay on top of things, and this is one of them. So I was like, let me call my Walgreens and ask them, hey, did you get it in stock? And she was like, no, we don't, but here's one that has it, and see if they could fill it for you. So they close at 6 o'clock. It's now 11 after 5, and it's not that far away from us. It's on the other side of town, but we're making it there. Big was over there putting the dresser together, and I was like, Big, let's go. Blew out all the candles and head to the pharmacy. He says he has 2 pens in there. He said they don't really keep them on hand, but you know, they he has it in there, so I'm kind of glad that he does. Yeah. And so he's gonna give me those 2, and because at first he was like, oh my god, that's so expensive. He's like, what kind of insurance do you have? And I was like, dude, you just pulled up all my information on there. It's there, but I have the insurance card in my cell phone anyway, so he's gonna give it to me. So with GoodRx, because I have GoodRx as well, I kind of signed up for that. And let me tell you something, if you are on medication and you got prescribed medication, it's expensive, go to GoodRx, type it in and see what kind of money you can get off of it, and it tells you which what's that place, which pharmacy is cheaper. So like it'll tell you the price at CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, all those other places, and you get a discount, because the first pen that we purchased was like $120 something at first when I went, and then the lady tried to do all these little discounts for me, and I got it for like $70 something, and now I got it now for $35 for each pen. So those pens last about 28 days max, the most. Depends on your prescription, right? And mine is to start at 10 milliliters or whatever, and if my sugar is above a certain scale, I go up 2 until, you know, it's coming down or whatever. So those 2 pens are gonna last me for the rest of this month. Next week I'm going to not next week, but maybe the following week, when I realize like one of the pens are out, I'm gonna see if the pharmacy, how much refill she gave me, and try to refill them and see if they got it in stock. Because if they call and say that it's ready to pick up, I can go and get 2 extra pens and I have it on hand, because you have to keep them in the refrigerator until you're using them. So the first day you use it and you warm it up, you can leave it out for 28 days. So that's how I picked up all the prescription for my Novolove, and I have that for, I think I have like 5 pens. Yeah, so that should last me for a while, maybe to 3 months or something like that. Most of it is a 3-month supply, but it's expensive as fuck. Insulin is not cheap, and I am hoping that, you know, I could shed so much light on things like this, because it's very hard to find people that want to talk about stuff like this, and I really do want to share that, especially in our community. Like, I can go online and you type up diabetes and all that stuff, and they really talk about type 1 diabetes. You see a lot of young kids with diabetes, and, you know, it's only like people of different races that you're seeing talking a lot about it. But for me, I want to shed some light on it for the Black community, because we neglect our body, we neglect our you know, our doctor's appointment. And, you know, I get it, because I've been through it, where it's really, really hard to find a good doctor. I'm telling you, I've been through several, and thank God for this current one that really listened to me when I walk in the door. And the first thing I said to her was like, I came to see you to help me, but let me tell you something, I don't want no pills. Don't give me no pills, don't give me no shit. That's what I said to her, but it was in a nice way. I told her, I said, don't give me no pills. I said, I've taken every kind of pill that you could take, and you send me home, and they don't follow up, they don't ask you no good questions, they don't talk to you. You come in the office, within 5 minutes, I'm out the fucking door. I don't want to hear it. You do blood work, the blood work comes back, it's showing the insulin is high or the A1C levels are high. You stick me with 3 months of pills, I come back, do the blood work again, same bullshit. Oh, keep using the pills. If you gave it to me 3 months ago and the shit ain't working, why the fuck am I taking it 3 months later? It ain't working for me, sis. Find something else. I tried holistic doctor, thought she was, you know, earthy, and she was the same shit as the regular doctors. So I said, you know what? Let me go on right back over to the other doctors. I went to the same building my GYN is, and I went and got me a new PCP. She a little young girl, but she's cute and nice, and she listened to me. Because I told her, I said, no matter what you try to push on me, if you ain't taking no tests, you ain't having my urine checked, you ain't checking my kidneys, you ain't doing none of that shit, I don't care what kind of prescription you write, because I ain't fucking filling it. Simple as that. That's me advocating for my damn health. And I'm telling y'all, do the same thing too. Advocate for your health. Do not let them push the drugs on you, because they're going to forget about you. This is the drug and forget. You hear me? That's what they're going to do, because they did it to me. The Asian doctor that I went to, when I first moved here, I found an Asian doctor, because I do love going to the herbalists and the you know, those kind of doctors, the wellness doctors. And I went to him. He was really great. He sent me to a nutritionist. He told me no more sodas, no more drinking the soda or anything. He was like, you need vitamin D, a lot of it. You have a lot of inflammation in your body. He's like, I want you to start taking fish oil and all that stuff. That's why I've been taking that. I've started taking turmeric and curcumin, and that is supposed to help with the inflammation that is built up in my body. And so when you have so much inflammation in your body, it can trigger other diseases. And that's what happened to me. I had my inflammation triggered another disease that was there that I never knew I had, because it's a genetic disease and it's rare. So now here I am. Also on top of that, it elevated the diabetes. So he was a good doctor. I would recommend going to like wellness doctors in your area. Look up wellness doctors. Look up like what kind of holistic treatments they do. You know, sometimes they do things like mental, you know, reprogramming of your equilibrium and stuff like that. They talk to you about like how to like exercise and set goals and different things. They make you understand everything from the top to the bottom, not just saying take this pill, but they make you understand your disease better. The more you understand the disease better, the more you can treat the disease, because diabetes is not going away, right? It's a genetic thing. I was born with it, so it's not going away. But my hope is to manage it well and continue, because if I manage my diabetes and I manage it well, then I can manage the inflammation, I can manage the RA, I can manage the other autoimmune disease that I have. Because I spoke to my GYN on Friday when I went for my checkup, and I was telling her that my cycle changed, where now it's coming like closer, and she said once you manage your diabetes, that's gonna happen. You're gonna get the consistent cycles, and it's gonna be in line with it, because you're reducing your diabetes, you're managing it. And so if you don't manage your health, other shit's gonna come and creep up and do some shit to you. Also, I found out with the last urine test I did was I have a little bit of kidney damage, but nothing that she's too concerned about right now, because she wants to focus on managing the diabetes. So we're watching for that. So I'll keep you guys updated on that as you come along on this journey with me as I manage my health. So yeah, we're almost at the pharmacy. We should be there in about 10-15 minutes, the way the traffic is looking, because it's just right down the street. But the way over here be at, where the Home Depot and the Target is, traffic is a mess. That's why I don't like to come out here. I didn't even want to come outside today. I cleaned the house. I cleaned and decluttered. I did clean my utensils, my kitchen cabinet, reorganized. And I was like, oh, I'm going to run to Walmart and pick up a few little items for the white chicken chili for tomorrow's dinner. I didn't get out the house. But then I was like, you set goals this year, and your goal was stay on top of your health. And so I was like, it's been 2 days without the insulin. You need to call and find out what's going on. So here's my thing, right? If there's no insulin for your prescription, how long are you supposed to wait before you can get it? That's the thing, right? That shouldn't be fear to people who live with diseases like diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure, like all that shit. Like, what is going on with the world right now? In the pharmaceutical industry, you making fucking Ozempic and Wegovy and Mounjaro. I get it, but how about the people like me who are waiting for their insulin, can't fucking get their insulin? What's going on? Where is it? Where the hell is it? Where's the insulin? Where are the drugs that belong to the people that need it? I saw somebody was talking about how Travis Scott was saying that Kylie Jenner, in a song, he said that Kylie Jenner was on Ozempic, and the girl was like, oh, he's bashing her and this kind of thing. And somebody wrote in the comments and was like, but you got to understand, they're taking the Ozempic and the diabetic medications to lose weight, because it is a factor, right, for you when you take it. But the people that have diabetes that need the Ozempic and all the other drugs for diabetes can't even fucking get a prescription fill. Tell me what that is. What is that? Tell me. I don't get it. I do not understand why we can't get our medication. Something that you live on. Do you know type 1 diabetes, if your blood sugar goes below or go way too high, it's like you get migraines and you start to, like, you fucking fall out. You could have a stroke. You can have a heart attack. For me, I had a risk of a stroke and a heart attack. I think I was 39 or 38 when the doctor had told me that. He was like, you are at risk for a stroke and a heart attack, and I want you to be aware of it. And so I got my ass up and I went to the trail with my coworker and I walked my weight off. And I kept doing it and kept doing it, and I lost some pounds. I went up, it fluctuated. When the pandemic hit, me and Big, we went walking. I lost a lot of weight. The weight that I've lost throughout the pandemic, I have managed to keep it off because, one, the insulin that I'm taking, the drugs that I'm on, they actually make you lose weight. And I haven't been eating or craving foods that I don't want like I used to before. Like, I could go eat a whole 4-piece Popeyes and biscuit and shit like that, that greasy ass food, and sometimes I be forgetting that Popeyes exists. I be forgetting some stores exist because I'm not eating that shit anymore. And so it's kind of like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I talked y'all ears off enough. It's 5:22. He's gonna fill it. Hopefully I walk in there, I can grab my medication and go grab it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.